All right, now we're going to get into the restorative setup, in particular, the composite. So what we're going to do is we're going to ensure that we have everything set out before we get started. Because ultimately, as a great assistant, you want to make sure everything's ready to go so that when your doctor comes in, there's no questions asked, you're ready to rock. So one of the first things we want to do is we want to go ahead and set up our syringe. So as long as you know what needle your doctor's going to use, of course, a lot of doctors use a short for maxillary and a long for mandibular, but that's not always the case. So don't go by that. So make sure you know what your doctor's using. Then we're going to go ahead, set up our syringe. Make sure the appropriate anesthetic, make sure you reviewed your patient's medical history. All right, so we have our syringe set up, our topical. Make sure we have our topical out if your doctor's using topical. Then, of course, our hand pieces. I would, if you know what burrs they're going to use, I'll have the burrs ready to go. And I will actually attach those in the appropriate place on the doctor's side. Now, of course, our saliva ejector, our HVE as well. Then, of course, anything that we're going to be using for isolation, triangle. We're going to use our cotton rolls, as many as you need there, and then, of course, our bite blocks. So, getting into the procedure now. So, patient comes in, doctor gives the anesthetic, patient steps out. So, this is always a good time to go through, make sure that you have everything in order. So one of the first things I want to do is, let's say we're working on number 3, MOD. So I want to make sure that I have whatever system you're in. Most people still use the Toffemeyer. So if that's the system that's in place, we'll make sure that's in place. Then, as always a good assistant does, right? We're going to round this off, make sure it fits on our tooth. Okay, excellent. And then, of course, with our Toffemeyer, we want to make sure we have our wedges out. So, all right, so now we have, go through the steps in your head. So, Toffemeyer's placed. After the cavity preparation's done, Toffemeyer's placed, wedges are placed. Then from there, we're going to be using our etchant. So, and of course, if you place any of your isolation materials, place our etch directly onto the cavity preparation. Typically, you want to leave it on there for about 15-20 seconds. Then go ahead and use your air water syringe to clean that off. Once that's cleaned off, you want to dry. Anytime that you go to dry and you've already used water, make sure you turn your air water syringe to the side and kind of clear the line. Otherwise, water is just going to go right back into the area that you're trying to dry. So, etchant, wash, dry, the area is dry. Now we're going to get into our bond. So, keep in mind with bond, it's very expensive. So, as an assistant, you're trying to help keep costs down. Bond is actually more expensive than gold per weight. So, make sure you're only using a drop. Okay, then that'll go right into the preparation area. You want to read your bonding instructions. Some bonds will say you have to apply for 20 seconds. Some, it just varies. But we want to place onto the area. Now we want to come back. We want to dry again. You want to dry that area because what happens is that bond, it puddles, it pools. So you want to make sure you lightly dry it so that the bond can spread everywhere evenly. Once that's done, we're going to take our light, place it into the area. Now you want to cure on the bond about 10 seconds. Now, these new high-intensity lights that they're coming out with, some of them have a 1 and 3 second time, so pay attention to your manufacturer instructions as well. So, once you're finished with the bond, now we're going to start the process of filling the tooth. So, if your doctor uses flow as a base, they might place the flow, cure, they might place the flow, not cure, then start placing the condensable. everybody's different. So you just have to go with whatever your doctor's technique is. Doctors learn it different ways in school, different CE as well. So now we're ready for the condensable. So as an assistant, I'm handing this to the doctor. Keep in mind, we're trying to speed up this appointment. So anytime I hand this to the doctor, you want to make sure that this is already predetermined, and turned accordingly. So you hand it to your doctor. Now they can actually start filling the preparation. So MOD on number 3, usually they do small amounts, incrementally layer it 2 to 3 millimeters at a time and cure, 2 to 3 millimeters and cure. Because if you filled that up and just went ahead and cured it, you have to think about a lake or a pond, how it only freezes on the top. That material might not set below, so incrementally layer it. Once our tooth is full, now what we're going to do is we're going to reverse order. We put our band on first, then we placed our wedges. We want to take our wedges out, remove our band. Then we want to immediately cure again. MOD, so we want to cure the interproximal surfaces, because with the band on, light cannot penetrate through that metal. So we want to make sure that our restoration is completely set. Once we've light cured on the interproximal, now the doctor's going to start doing the adjustment, make the adjustments. Next, we have our articulating paper and our forceps. So make sure it's set up like a flag. If you set it up the wrong way, your patient can bite down, break the restoration. So we're going to check the bite. Tap, 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 grind around side to side. As long as everything's okay with the bite. Now the last thing we want to do is we want to get our floss, because we want to check that contact, make sure that there's no shredding, no snags, no overhang, and then we can let our patient go after that. So, once again, thank you so much for chiming in. As far as the instruments go with your setup, I have, on the doctor side, the Mirror Explorer, a set of pliers for them. Then, of course, once we get into the instruments, we have the spoon excavator. So they did the preparation. They might want to use the spoon. Once the band is placed, a lot of doctors like to use the bulb burnisher to smooth out inside that band, especially on the interproximal surface. Then, of course, we have our composite instruments, the gold. Sometimes they still like to use the silver condensers. So that's the instruments here. If it's a cervical, I always put a crown cord packer on, because if it's a cervical, sometimes they like to pack cord on here. So, obviously to keep the hemorrhaging at bay. So, once again, thank you so much for the support. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to contact us. And as always, you can find us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Just search Cornerstone Dental Assistant Academy or Dental Assistant Nerds Podcast.